Well, welcome back. The U.S. and China recently announced a partial trade deal, and according to tweets from the president, China is set to purchase agricultural products. And joining us now from Washington, D.C. is our correspondent, Raquel Martin. She's in the nation's capital. Raquel, what do you know about this deal?
Well, after trade talks kicked off last week, the White House says that they're drafting part one of a two-part deal to try to ease this pain of this trade war with China that's been going in over a year now. We're now entering a second year. Now, the White House hasn't released any fact sheets, so there's minimal details out there. But the White House has sent out some information. The president actually has confirmed some information on Twitter. That deal will also include an agreement with China to purchase $50 billion in agriculture products from the U.S. And the president also says the U.S. has called off additional tariffs that were set to go into effect tomorrow. But they say the next round, set for December, is still in place until we can see some more progress with the Chinese on getting a full deal done.
All right, and Raquel, you talked about that $50 billion in agricultural products. Obviously, agriculture is one of the primary economies for Central Illinois and Midwest. What could that potentially mean for farmers in this area?
Well, the president actually tweeted that these purchases are already happening. He went to Twitter just yesterday and made that announcement. But what's unclear is how long of time, over what course of time actually, will these purchases be made? Are we talking a year? Are we talking multiple years? That will actually dictate how much these farmers stand to benefit if this deal is finally done. Now, most of the farming community has actually remained tight-lipped about this announcement. They haven't weighed in, but I did reach out to the American Farm Bureau, who told me that they're standing by and waiting to see the details next week when there is some published federal documentation of exports. They say right now that's unclear, but they are looking at pork exports. They say that has hit a record high, but it's not attributable to this actual trade deal. They're saying it has more to do with an African swine flu that's kind of distorted the market in other parts of the country, or the world actually. So they're saying that can't be claimed, and they're just waiting to see how this all unravels in the next coming week.
All right, well, we've done a lot of waiting, obviously, since the beginning of this entire trade war between China. So we'll see, and we'll wait to see what the response is next week and how all of this has an impact. As always, Raquel Martin from our D.C. Bureau, thanks for joining us.